most importantly, I'd like to welcome Pujya Srimad Swami Atmavidanandaji Maharaj, who is a guiding light in the Ramakrishna order. Briefly, let me just introduce the Swamiji to you all. He has been a monk since childhood, I should say, because he joined the Balak Sangha. There's a group of youngsters, kids, who come to the Ramakrishna Ashram in Bengaluru, and they have been maintaining the tradition. They come, they get ignited. 1 in 100 becomes a leading light like him. And he joined the Balak Sangha in the Bengaluru Ashram, then went on to join the Ramakrishna order at Chandigarh. And then he completed his training center program in Belurmat, and then went on to be posted to Guwahati, then to Ranchi. At Ranchi, he was in charge of developing youth and bringing out their innate potential. And then from there he went on to Dehradun. Then he came to Mysore. He was the Adhyaksha of the Ramakrishna Ashrama, Mysuru, for 7 years. Then from there he went to set up the Kadapa Ramakrishna Ashrama. During his tenure, the whole ashram was built up. And I have been there several times, from barren land to seeing a beautiful structure now. He has been the force behind the transformation. And then he was the head of Isaac. And now in the Ramakrishna order, there's a tradition that beyond a point, when your body doesn't live up to the spirit inside, you kind of say, okay, retire. So Swamiji is retired and he is happily there at the Ramakrishna Ashrama, Basangudi right now. So Swamiji, a very warm welcome to you on behalf of both Vivekananda Janoththana Trust and the Amrita Vishwa Vidyapitam, Mysore campus. And may I now request Puja Swamiji, Maharaj, we request you to start with your benedictory inaugural address. And the title of Swamiji's talk is essentially practicing Vivekananda ideals.
Namashri Yatirajaya Vivekananda Suraye Satchit Sukhaswarupaya Swamine Tapaharini. First of all, I express my thanks to Mr. Mohan, who is instrumental in getting us all together here for the Janoththana Trust, the 6th National Workshop. And personally myself, I am very, very happy. This is the first time I am participating officially in his program, though we are always together. And I am happy that I am able to come to this wonderful institution. Mata Amritanandamayi, I pay my respects to her and to all our brother monastics here who have come here. Yes, though we are meeting here and there, probably this is the first time I have the opportunity of coming and in a formal way coming to a program in Amritanandamayi Trust. I am very happy. I pay my respects to Amma and all the monastics, and I am happy many of the participants here are already participating in the various educational programs, and others also are there. So the topic for this workshop is National Workshop on Youth Empowerment. So empowerment is power, and we all know knowledge is power. One who has knowledge of any particular field, he rules that. So if we want to really be real empowered youth, we have to put our special efforts. Yes, every one of us studying in colleges and also see we are getting knowledge of some subject which is useful to the society. We are trying to serve the society. But leaders, if they have to be special. So for all empowerment, the person basic necessity is his character. Whatever may be the field they may be working, a person of good character, ultimately he will be ruling. Every one of you would have felt that. Yes, other money and position, it may give for a short while, but if we are remembering Swami Vivekananda now, because of his personality and character, and all the faculties that are available, he could develop. Of course, we call him one of the rishis who has come for the sake of his people. But anyone who is coming into the human body, he will come with all the limitations also and all the other this one. So the empowerment of the youth is the most important. Character building is the most important thing. There is a saying also, if you have lost some money, you have lost something, but you have lost character, you have lost everything. So, we have to equip each and every one of our youth with that character. Character is, it will not simply come. It is each and every action we do is adding to our character slowly. You all have heard, sow a thought, reap an action. We think about something and we act as per that. You all have heard this. Sow a thought and reap an action, and sow an action, reap a habit. Sow a habit, you have a character, and sow a character, you have the destiny. This is for every one of us. So if we have to develop our character, our thinking has to start in a proper way. And this Samaj, our society is full of good and bad things. So discrimination is required to choose what should I take, what should I leave. Everything is so wonderful. But they are not all just like various foods that are available in the market. It may be tasty, but it is not always good for the health. Like that, so many ideas that are pouring into our midst, they are all there. So you have to have discrimination to what to take and work on that. Otherwise, useless thoughts, it will enter, and just like our microbes and all those things, they, without our knowing, it has entered into us and it starts working, and you have cold or cough or TB or any other thing may come. So we have to keep ourselves strong. We have to keep our physical strength, mental strength and spiritual strength. All strength we should have to face various things. It is not You go anywhere and you can get only good things. Good things are needed, but more attractive things are when you go to the bazaar and see beautiful things are there to eat, but they are not always good for our health. They are there tasty but not good for our health. Like that ideas, they are plenty. So our scriptures, sayings of our great masters, they give a direction in what way we should think. And if we follow their guidelines, we shall get correct path to reach our goal and also lead our nation. So that is not it is not a one-day lecture and go and you become empowered. Empowerment requires regular exercises, company. Company of the good people is most important thing in this exercise. If we mix with wrong people, wrong idea center, and they lead us, and if we are able to get into the good company, that Goswami Tulsidas writes, Binusata Sangha Vivekana Hoi, Rama Kripa Binu Sulabhana Soi. Without good company, with good Sangha, right discrimination, Vivekana Hoi. And to get that, Rama Kripa, it is God's grace only if we are able to come in touch with good people and move with them, get ideas from them and build our character, then each one, Swami Vivekananda says, each one of you can do wonders. But for doing those wonders, our personality has to be built first. If I myself is not strong, how can I help our other mate, friends, youngsters? So, India, particularly from olden times, it has produced many holy people, personalities, and they are always ready to help. It may not be always only we will be hearing pleasant things from our masters. They will be also taking us to task if we go in a wrong way to make us properly go forward. And if we are having that much of patience to move with them and get good ideas, really each one, Swami Vivekananda, each one of you can do wonders. So for that, these petty desires, petty attractions should not distract us. So those who are at least in this type of institutions, we get opportunity to hear higher thoughts. These spiritual organizations, whether we are trying to get or not, you will be in the circumstances, you will be getting the good thoughts always. Because only good thoughts will help in good formation of the good character. All the other things, yes, there are so many subjects we have to learn about our language, science, maths, everything is needed. But only those things will not help us in building of our character. Character building is always have contact with good people, get good ideas, think about it, meditate on it, and build your character. Once your character is built, you can be anywhere. And that is what we see all great people, because of their character, they have been attracted by so many people. They could contribute so many, whether it is Shivaji, Maharaja, or any other thing. And those who are only selfish, we have seen, yes, there may be big emperors and coming for this one. If they didn't have those character, a small time, just like this fly चमकता है for short while and goes out. But so in a classroom, one teacher was just conducting how our people. So he asked the children, "Do you know your grandfathers?" "Yes, sir, we have." They told me. "Acha, you know your great grandfathers?" "Not all remembered." And his grandfather, nobody. "What are you telling? It is only 3-4 generations, means about 100 years, 200 years. And you are talking about Buddha, you are talking about Christ, and so many people you are telling, how you are remembering? You have forgotten these people, and you are remembering those hundreds and thousands of years earlier they were with us. How are you remembering?" Sir, there is nothing to remember in these people. No contribution for the society. They might have had children and lived happily, and that is all. So if somebody has contributed through his character development and his personality, he will be remembered for a long time. If we are remembering Vivekananda or Buddha or others, it is because of their character. And character development is the most important, it should be the most important factor in education itself. But because of our, this one, secular, so-called secular government, they don't allow anything. You should not even hear good things. That has come to us. So we have to work very hard. We may not, because our normal educational institutions, there are still among them. You see, even if we are running a school, you are not given freedom to have your own syllabus. Syllabus is set by and now also they are fighting for some. So if good people, they put extra effort to get proper ideas, and all the students who are under them, they studied and practice good practices, then they become empowered. And once they become empowered, they can achieve anything they want. So these are the different types we get in. And this today's workshop is empowerment. How we have to work for empowering ourselves and empowering our juniors, students who are working with us, so that if they are really empowered in the correct direction, this Bharat Mata will again, Swami Vivekananda had, though we don't really now also feel, how simply he is telling, Swami Vivekananda predicted about India, about more 100 years back, more than 100 years back, and at that time India was under the rule and now freedom. And he is telling, if you have read few of his speeches, you will know, this country, my country, is not going to sleep anymore. This Bharat Mata has awakened. She is not going to sleep anymore. No outward power can hold her back anymore. So he predicted things are going to come. And if we are able to put little effort to acquire those higher ideals from our rishis and these great teachers, we will be able to build our character. When our character is really built, we are able to really contribute for the development of our nation. He told India will be the superpower. People were thinking, what is this? Everything is in the wrong direction going, and how? He was a rishi. Rishi is called Krantadarshi. He can see what is going to come, future. Now it may look in a different way, but they are able to. So India, they have predicted it will not be like that. Little inclinations nowadays we get, because even the scientists and others, they are finding so many valuable guidance from our Upanishads and Puranas and all those things. And otherwise, Macaulay had put to his, I think his superiors or somebody, 2 shelves will be enough to finish whatever is available in the Indian. Now they are saying how much they are coming. We hear in the history, you know, that Nalanda and other places, from far off places, students used to come with so much of difficulty, stay there and study and go. So why they are coming? Because India is having all the potential. We have to equip ourselves too. Because if we ourselves don't study, normally in the normal, any of our educational institutions, they don't have any subject at all to study. Maybe few institutions like that, some subject will be there and some special effort will be there to put across the high values that are needed for development of the personality in the proper direction, so that we are able to contribute something for the society. Otherwise, yes, everyone will get some knowledge about science and maths and all those things and do something and live and pass off by anyone else. But if we want to contribute anything for the progress of our country, motherland, then we have to put extra efforts. I am hopeful all of you who have come for this workshop take extra effort to get in touch with the proper people. Yes, even among our teachers in the schools, though there is not particular opportunity in the classroom, but plenty of good thoughts, guidance available, or go to any of the ashramas like this, get in touch, put your effort to acquire those higher thoughts and work with small groups to empower youth. Then our country, because ultimately the people are needed for the development of our country, and they are amongst us only. They cannot come again imported from anywhere else. Our people only, with whatever, yes, there will be physical difficulties and as much they might have progressed in technology and other things, India may not be. But now India also is almost in par with all those things. But this is the right time. Utilizing these technological tools and science, we should put special effort for knowing what is the greatness of India, what it can contribute for the future of the world. They are looking, Swamiji says, they are looking eagerly at us, what we can get. So if we have to do that contribution, we have to build our character first, each one. If we don't build our own character and strength, we will not be able to really contribute. We can somehow survive. That is a different thing. If I want to contribute, I have to develop my character, personality, and catch few children at least, youngsters, forum groups, have study circles of various things. There are so many. Now also I don't say absolutely it is empty. They are trying. You also will be able to do. Every one of you will be able to do some contribution if we put our extra effort to get proper ideas, proper guidance, and build our personalities and empower ourselves to contribute something. So today's workshop, the topic itself is empowering the youth, and here all of you are youth only. Some people may be little older in age, but mentally we are all young. So let us pray to the Almighty, the three great Ramakrishna, Holy Mother, Swami Vivekananda, Amritanandamayi, and all the sages for giving us that special impetus so that we progress in the correct field, correct line, empower ourselves, and after coming, Swami Vivekananda says, after coming, born, leave some mark on it, like otherwise they flies coming and going. What is the meaning? So you have to put a special effort, and this workshop, I hope, will be a very good starting point for many of you if you had not got the opportunity earlier to get into the proper mold, to get proper ideas, empower yourself with character development, and contribute for the future of the country. I am very happy I could come. Probably this is the first time I have got the opportunity to participate in Amma's, any of the institutions. I am very, very happy. All our brothers, I could know how much they are doing. And incidentally, he also was in the same Balak Sangha where I was there, much later of course, but so they all got those backgrounds also. That will be helpful, and they will be, because they are directly connected with this institution, they will be contributing. And let us pray God helps us to empower ourselves properly under the guidance of the great people, great ideals, and do great things for this country. Thank you. Jai Ram.
Thank you so much, Maharaj. Puja Swamiji beautifully summarized in so simple words what we all need to do. We need to put in the efforts, because within us there is this highest, and around us and us there is the thing which like gravity pulls us down. And we need to put in the efforts. We need to have this kind of satsanga. We need to evolve to be able to make a big difference to the world around us. Swamiji, thank you so much. In fact, he went on to mention about Macaulay, what Macaulay did. They were so blindsided with power that they didn't know what valuable heritage we had. Of course, we were in the degenerating mode in our civilizational ethos over past several hundreds of years. And then the invaders came, the invaders from the Middle East, right? And they were even more brutal. And we had got so brutalized, so colonized, that we are so timid, so scared. What we don't know is that there's a big lion in each one of us, that we need to bring it out. And that's what Vivekananda was. He was like a lion roaring Vedanta. Vedanta Kesari is the right kind of title that Vivekananda had. That's what we are celebrating today, right? That's what Amma keeps talking about. What's important is we get inspired by what Swamiji told. Take that as a message for us to reinvent ourselves, to bring out the best in us. So you have so many aspirations. Each one of you, like Swamiji said, we are all youth. He is also young. You didn't know that he is so young, right? And sincerely at that. So in order to make that aspiration successful, we need to bring the powers within. That's what Swami Vivekananda said. Infinite possibilities are inside you. Bring it out. So Maharaj, thank you so much on behalf of Vivekananda Janoththana Trust and Amma's institution. We thank you for having come and given inaugural benedictory address.